21 feet as the Royals down the Pirates, who are not good and should trade Paul Skeens.
Who's on your schedule. They shouldn't trade Paul Skeens.
They definitely should.
What Ken Rosenthal said is exactly right. If you trade Paul Skeens, to quote my good friend Mike Meltzer, fold the franchise.
Right. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Then get out of the business.
Get that type of player and
just
trade.
fold the franchise. Yeah. No, you build around Paul Skeens. Maybe 2 years ago you'd have been saying the Royals should trade Bobby Witt, and then all of a sudden they're winning playoff series last year. This year they're going to make a run. You just want all the great players in 3 teams on the coast.
If you trade Paul Skeens and you can get 5,
and maybe one of them can be Paul Skeens. It's not like he's approaching free agency. But he's
get rid of
cheap
Skeens,
still.
You know what he's trying to get?
Like
another
Skeens. If he were wild,
we can't score. They can't score. I understand. They can't score runs.
But if he were in the last year of his deal, and you're like, we're about to lose him, like, I hate to say it, one day, God forbid, the Royals might have to trade Bobby Witt. But if if the guy's approaching the end of his deal and we can't afford it.
That actually is a good point. I need to become more proactively rooting for Bobby Witt, like Johnny Damon.
No,
so you're going to be on the Red Sox eventually.
He'll probably leave from money. I mean, Mick, it is what it is. It's baseball.
Yeah, that's okay.
He'll probably leave from one of the
Win us a World Series, then go.
Wonderful. Snakes Padres. Corbin Carroll drives this one out to center, but Jackson Merrill brings it back. So you're thinking, okay, no big deal, just a great play. Let's keep our heads in the game, Snakes. Then in the 8th, Naylor slithers this one out to right. Tatis brings it back. The Snakes have to be like, what are we doing out here? You know what I mean? They lost the game 1-0.
Do you remember, I don't know, the origin for you
saying Snakes?
Yeah.
They're called the Diamondbacks.
I understand. But do you remember the first...
Hobbs got in my ear. He said they're called the Diamondbacks and the Diamondbacks.
I understand. But the first time you did it, do you remember? Like,
no.
did you think, oh, I'm going to start calling the Diamondbacks the Snakes? Because of that, they're going to be in the show far more often than the Tennessee Titans.
They lost the game 1-0. They hit 2 home runs. The Padres reached over the fence and brought them back. 2 catches of the year.
I get it.
They so happen to be called the Snakes.
I get it.
And the ball's trying to slither over the fence.
Will you concede that the Diamondbacks quite often make Weird and Wonderful without having something this spectacular occur in the game?
Occasionally. Occasionally.
Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Well, let's check out. A lot of people are like, hey, why don't you cover more jumbo shrimps? I said, okay. Jumbo shrimps against the Norfolk Tides. Contreras balks in a runner on third because of a loud thunderclap. Let's take a listen to the audio and tell me if you think it's a fair call.
Well, he's on third with nobody out. 1-1 the count on Paulie. A huge crash of lightning as Contreras kicked. And it's a balk.
Wow. They're going to call that a balk, and everybody jumped.
Mother Nature gives Jacksonville a run.
I'm even more convinced now that this is a BS call.
Why?
Because the
ump is ready.
But the batter also calls time and walks away. The batter is like, oh, okay, we're not playing this.
That was an unconventional move to walk in front of the plate, right?
See, like, even if the pitcher wanted to throw it, the batter walks in front of the plate and then walks away. We need some common sense attached to the balk rule.
Why is that?
Because the balk rule exists for obvious reasons to prevent underhandedness or misdirection. And honestly, I also think there's a weird, like, injury part of it. Like, you don't want guys getting ready and then the pitch doesn't come in. I get all that. There is the rare occurrence where it's like, oh, literal act of God? Maybe we don't balk a run in.
What if it were a little bit of rain?
No, again, that's why I said common sense. What? Common sense. What if, you know what? That,
common sense.
From 30 years ago.
And then all of a sudden you didn't pitch. It's called a balk. Those are the rules of the game.
That poor dove that Randy Johnson murdered might still be alive if he knew, if I hold on, I'm allowed to hold on to this. He had to let it go. The dove dies.
I so want to say this is a young people be soft.
Yeah, but you don't feel that
on
way.
Nick's part, but
he knows I'm right.
I do kind of agree with him.
Yeah. What if instead of thunder it was lightning?
I mean,
Lightning
thunder.
struck the pitcher,
Yeah.
and he doesn't release the ball.
But
Is that a ball?
Wilds has a good point. Where do you draw the line?
Common sense.
Like you said, I mean, you can't do that.
Brew, you just said you agree with me.
I know. I'm just wondering where you draw the line. 'Cause
Ohtani-
one man's common sense is another one's crazy.
Exactly. Ohtani, Raleigh, and Judge were 1, 2, and 3 in the home run race. Not in that order.
Yeah.
It's actually Cal, Judge, Ohtani. All 3 guys hit home runs last night. So this is a great home run race. And Cal is on pace to beat Judge's record. But we learned from Ken Rosenthal that he's not rooting for it, but expecting a little slide from Cal since it's tough to be a catcher and hit that many home runs.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing about what he's doing is he's a catcher doing this. But he's a home run hitter. I mean, he's hit 30, the last 2 years?
It's
before that?
also on the board, I suppose, that Raleigh and Judge beat Judge's old record.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Judge is just barely off pace, and Raleigh's on pace.
All-Star game on Fox on Tuesday. Check out everybody. And more first things first
look at
after
this
the break.
pun.
We're talking about Cooper planting his flag tomorrow in the Summer League.
I think 2 for 4 in these highlights. Cooper. Wide open.
What if all I do